All right, so we're going to get a chance to do some practice with the ladder method in several more examples. And the goal is to do so many of these that they become second nature to you, that you can be sleeping or eating, cheesy puffs and still be able to do a unit conversion, okay? So what do you do in an example where you have more than one unit? So for example, miles per hour, that's 2 units. You have miles and hours, and you got to convert that to, say, meters per second. That's meters and seconds, okay? Truth of the matter is, it's not that different. You just handle 1 unit at a time. So if you guys will go to the slide that says conversions with more than 1 unit, there's a cheetah there. Many of you probably know the cheetah is the fastest animal in the animal kingdom as far as land animals go, right? There's some birds that are faster. But you got this cheetah, and it can rock a speed of 75 miles per hour. What would that speed be in meters per second? Now, let's start by saying, I don't know if I've ever driven 75 miles per hour. So I have a lot of respect for the cheetah. Okay, so my question, we have 75 miles per hour. And we want to do this conversion to meters per second. Okay, so what do? Well, first, we want to convert this miles to meters, okay? Many of you don't know this, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you this conversion, right? This is something you could easily look up. There are approximately 1,600 meters in 1 mile. Okay, it's actually technically 1,608, but in this course, I want you to learn physics. I'm not going to be super worried about significant figures and being super precise with the numbers yet. If you guys move into research and engineering, then for sure, be careful about your units. But show me your physics here. That's what I care about. So I'm going to go ahead and say that miles can be converted to meters using this conversion factor. Okay? So I multiply by, do I want the miles to be on the top or the bottom? I don't know. Well, I'm going to say I want it on the bottom because I want them to cancel out. So 1 mile is 1,600 meters. This cancels with this, okay? And I'm left with meters right here. Good. Do I have to do anything else to get miles to meters? No, I already have meters. We're all good, okay? Next, I want to get hours to seconds. Now, you might say, oh, okay, so there's 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. You can do that, and that's fine, but I also want to now show you a little bit of a shortcut, right? 60 seconds times 60 minutes gives you 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So you can always just go ahead and make that jump if you'd like. So I'm going to say that, do I want hour to be top or the bottom? Top, 1 hour, so that I can cancel these out. 1 hour is 3,600 seconds, okay? Now, do I need to do anything else to get hours to seconds? No, I already did it, right? So now, what do we do to actually get our value? Well, we take our 75, right? And we multiply by everything on top. So 75 times 1,600 times 1 doesn't really change anything. And then divide by everything in the bottom. Divide by 1 and divide by 3,600. I get, and I always encourage you guys to check me, I get 33.5 meters per second. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But that just goes to show that a cheetah every second can go 33.5 meters when it's running at its top speed. 33.5 meters? Guys, that's 100 feet. That cheetah can go 100 feet every second. That is a third of a football field. A cheetah can run the length of a football field, or a soccer field for that matter, in 3 seconds. That's preposterous. Fast animal. Okay, moving on. You guys can move to the one with the peregrine falcon. And while you're changing, I will erase this guy right now. Pretty cool, huh? Erasing all this neon. Okay, go. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. All right. Get gone. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. The peregrine falcon, remember I said cheetah was the fastest land animal. There are birds that can go much faster. And the peregrine falcon, while it's doing a dive into the ocean, So I guess there's the beak and there's the falcon, right? This guy can go a speed of 242 miles per hour. And I can guarantee I've never gone that fast in a car, and I sincerely hope that you haven't either, okay? But we want to know what this would be in centimeters per second, okay? So we do what we usually do. We start out with 242 miles in every hour, okay? We want to multiply by a conversion factor, and we want to get over here to centimeters per second, okay? So the question is, what do? Well, I encourage you maybe pause your video, try this on your own, and then start it back up again, and then we'll do it together. So again, we want to get from miles to centimeters. Well, I know from the last problem that in 1 mile, there are 1,600 meters, right? So my miles and miles cancel out, and I'm left with meters. But do I want meters? No, I want centimeters, right? So that makes me want to take it a little farther, you know? And so meters to centimeters, what do I know? Well, I know that in 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters, right? Okay, we all have seen a meter stick and how it's broken up into 100 centimeters. Centa means 100, okay? And so now meters cancel out with meters, and I'm left with centimeters, and that's what I wanted, okay? Lastly, we want to get from hours to seconds. We know how to do that. We said that in 1 hour, there are 3,600 seconds. Why did I put hour on the top here? Because I want it to cancel with hour on the bottom over here, okay? So again, multiply everything on top, divide by everything on the bottom, and we get an answer of 10,809 centimeters per second. Feel free to check me, but that is another conversion. Now, I hope at this point, this is becoming a little bit easier, and that you should kind of be getting at least a sense of how to do it, and from this point on, do as many problems as you possibly can, the ones in the homework, and if you don't feel like you understand at that point, either come to office hours or there's many, many more resources which I will give you and which you can come to me for to practice more of these conversion problems, okay? All right. If you guys will go ahead and advance to the next slide, it says misconception question. Now, these are concept questions. This is something that's also going to come up in these lectures a lot. These are questions that make you understand things conceptually. And for those of you who are going to take the MCAT, there will be many such questions on there, okay? So the question is, to convert feet squared to yards squared, what do you do? Do you multiply by 1/3, by 1/3, by 9, or by 1/9? Okay, so here's the thing. We want to start with feet squared, all right? And we want to wind up over here with some amount of yards squared. So 1 foot squared is how many yards squared? Okay, so here's the thing. You might be tempted to be like, well, I know there's 3 feet in a yard, so there are 3 feet in 1 yard, right? And you'd be like, okay, well, then just divide and cancel out my feet with my feet, and then so that would be 1/3, okay? Well, the truth is, this is actually squared here, right? This is squared. So if I cancel out 1 foot, I'm still left with 1 foot over here because there's, feet squared. So I actually have to multiply by 1 yard over 3 feet twice, because now I have feet squared in the bottom. Feet times feet. That will cancel out with that. And that means that 1 foot squared is 1/9 of a yard squared. So the answer would be D. Multiply by 1/9 in order to get that conversion, okay? Hopefully that's something you remember from high school, but I wanted to make sure that you guys had a chance to practice here. Next up, we're going to look at dimensional analysis a little bit, and we'll see you in the next video for that.